Hey, drop.
All right, guys, welcome back here to the Buchanan County Sports Podcast, episode 27. We're here at the Visitor Center on a very rainy Sunday day, for sure, ain't it?
A year ago today,
Yeah.
the flood of Grundy.
Yeah, we was talking about that before we started here.
Yeah, that was a bad day. Hope and pray the rain don't keep it up.
Yeah, I don't know which. I guess the rain's better than the snow because at least we can go in some of the rain unless it gets flooded or whatever. But I've about had enough of the snow.
I'm
It
tired.
makes life very difficult through the week with my job and everything.
I'm tired of snow. I'm tired of rain. I want to be 70 degrees, sunny.
Oh yeah, for sure, man. But last week, a lot of basketball.
Gosh.
Like I was telling you, I was at a different location all for 6 days, Monday through Saturday. Wife got to go with me for some of them, and was actually at the the Grundy game yesterday, and sung the national anthem. Did a tremendous job there. I'm very proud of her. But Grundy, wrapped up the Black Diamond in girls and boys. Undefeated in both of them, of course. Overall, the county, it's just it wasn't quite as competitive as it had been in past years and stuff. But I believe the future's bright and everything. With the recent news of it being all 4 schools with council added in and everything. I think not only basketball, I think all the sports are going to be seeing a major change.
They're going to have probably some football guys come out.
Yeah.
From council. We had Jacob Ray on here last week. He talked about he liked to play football.
Yeah, man. Can you imagine if he was still be here next year and everything?
Yeah. It'd been real good. Been
Like
real good.
a good receiver, good tight end or something.
You throw it up, he'd go get it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Jacob's a great guy.
For
so
sure.
Proud of him.
But starting the week off, Monday, Twin Valley, Wise Christian. Twin Valley picks up the win, 63-52. Braden White with 22 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 steals. Blake Cooper, 12 points, 7 rebounds, 3 assists. Brandon Mullins, 12 points, 3 rebounds, 1 assist, 2 steals. Logan Dotson, 6 points, 11 rebounds, 1 assist, 2 steals. Josh Keller, 2 points, 8 rebounds, 4 assists. Hunter Smith, 8 points, 2 rebounds, 1 assist, 2 steals. Good game there by Twin Valley. Nice to see them pick up a win and everything. They've struggled quite a bit this year and everything, but they've played hard and everything for Ryan, and that's all you can ask for in it.
Wasn't no quit in them.
Yeah. That same night, you had Grundy at Hurley, final Grundy at Hurley basketball game there. Final Grundy Hurley basketball game.
Yeah.
Period, I guess. Grundy 66, Hurley 23 on the girls' side of things. Everybody on Grundy filled the stat category here. Destiny Armendariz with 2 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal. Kate Bostic with 19 points, 6 rebounds, 3 steals. Kendall Brown, 2 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, 3 steals. Sophia Belcher, 2 points, 6 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 steal. 19 points. Jade Vincel, 19 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal. Leah Rasnick, 1 point, 5 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal, 1 block. Got something in every category there.
Yes.
Addison Bell, 13 points, 1 rebound, 2 assists, 3 steals. Madison Lester, 10 points, 4 rebounds, 2 steals. Sierra Lowry, 1 rebound, 1 block. And Emma Davis, 1 rebound, 1 assist. For Hurley, we had, I've only got points on there. Emily Mullins with 8, Jalen Dotson with 3, Brianna Stacy with 2, Jada Stacy with 3, Haley Hurley with 3, and Mercedes Hurley with 4. But another good showing by the Grundy girls there. A lot of you had two players score 19 points, and Addison Bell was 13. All around scoring when you're with the Grundy girls and everything.
They share the ball, don't they?
I've said it, and some people might think it's a knock, but you can take it as a knock if you want. But I think it's tremendous as far as a team concept go. I don't really see any like major superstar on the Grundy girls. They are a full-fledged unit, with numerous good players.
Any player on the and this is nothing against Hurley, Twin Valley Council, but any player on the Grundy varsity team can play every position on the floor.
Yeah.
Any girl on that team can.
Yeah.
And that's just the way they've been coached since they've been little.
You see something as simple as bringing the ball up the court. I've literally seen Sophia bring the ball.
Yes.
I mean, they all can handle the ball. They can all shoot. And you go past those five as well. You go 2 and 3 deep on the bench. That literally gets a substantial amount of playing time.
What I like about it is when Destiny gets winded, and she gets winded some because she plays so hard, Doc will pull her out and put Kendall Brown in there.
Yeah.
And it's just like another little bulldog.
Oh yeah.
I mean, she just looks like a bulldog.
She's got that head down, and she's like in attack mode.
So, good things from Kendall Brown being a freshman. She stepped it up and. Actually
well, if I remember correctly, when we had Doc on here before the season started, he was singing her praises, and we really didn't know a whole lot about her at the time.
Yeah, she's came a long way. She's done a great job.
Definitely been a huge surprise there.
Yeah.
But with the boys, Grundy 72, Hurley 25, another tough loss for Hurley. Unless something major happens in the tournament, they look to be having possibly a winless season. And a couple of us guys was talking at the Hurley game the other night. I don't think they've ever had one. I mean, even in some of the worst years, they've always been 1 or 2 wins that you could pick up here and there. But
right.
It's really sad for a program, rich in basketball history and stuff with, all the great teams that they've had. And, I've been there to see quite a few of them. And
well, go ahead. I'm sorry.
It's just really tough to see. But, I will say this. They might be sometimes, like if Pack was here today, I'm sure he would say that they've been sometimes that they have, kind of dragged it, as they say, and not played up to, his standards or their potential. But for the most part, I really do believe they went out there and give it everything they've had and just fell short.
Yeah, with Coach Chris Pack coached them with Zach Deal. I know Chris Pack well, that he's prepared these boys not just for basketball but for life. But he has talked to you and I before and told us how young they are, and a lot of them didn't even know how to dribble a ball. So if they're dribbling a ball down the court, that's a win.
Yeah,
that's a win for Hurley, in my opinion. There's certain little goals that they made, and I'm saying they probably achieved those goals, and that's a win to them. So the record might be 0 and whatever, but they still made goals, and then they made them, and they met them. So that's a win in their book.
Well, I think if Chris was here right now and we asked him the simple question of this, from day one to right now, have they gotten better? Has each individual improved? and I think they have. Me and him has talked about Logan Gage Justice. Have you got a chance to see him?
I have seen him one time, and he's a beast.
He's a swatting them out of the air like the flies.
Yeah. So that's a goal.
Yeah. And, I talked to Jory about him. I said, I believe you got some potential here with Logan, Logan Gage, and also Jackson Harden. Yeah. Jackson Harden's a real good point guard, as Ethan Deal is too. There's definitely a lot of potential there.
Ethan Deal's a freshman.
Yeah.
So from Hurley, and I coached him in his middle school days at Twin Valley. Great kid. He has matured for his age.
Yeah.
And he does well, and he's a good athlete. He's all around good athlete. So with Hurley, they might have a losing record.
Yeah.
But in my opinion, and just after talking to Chris a little bit, Chris Pack, they have set some goals and they have met some goals. They're learning every time they get on a basketball court how to pass the ball, how to dribble, how to shoot. They are doing all that. So when all that comes together next year, because they'll put this season behind them, they go up here to the new school and put everything they have together with the other group of men they're coming in with. I think they'll be just fine. I think everybody's going to accept everybody in this one group and play good together.
Yeah.
But my question is, with this new school, how many are we going to dress out? How many are we going to keep? How many we're going to cut? Not we. Not we.
Yeah.
It's not me and you, Mike. It's somebody else. So I'm glad we don't have to worry about that.
You know, the thing is, I think you could potentially go 13, but I think 12 is always a good number. I've always thought so. Yeah. And with that being said, you know, unfortunately, it would be a hard pill to swallow for some of them. But I believe some of them, and, you know, with Hurley being so young, I think some of them ought to go ahead and play a year of JV next year.
I agree 100%.
I mean, I don't know how much between 40 or 50 players that we have between 4 teams. I don't know how many of them are seniors or whatever. But if you take what's coming back, they all can't fit on varsity.
No, Grundy's losing 6. I know that for a fact. They're losing 6.
And I believe, I hate to say, but I know Hurley ain't got very many at all.
1 or 2 maybe.
Yeah.
So that's 8 kids.
Yeah.
So in Twin Valley, I'm about afraid to say because I don't know.
I think it's 4, I believe.
Okay.
And I think maybe like 3 for the council. I'm just remembering the banners hanging on the wall and everything.
Okay. So then, I mean, it's still doable numbers. So
yeah, for sure.
That's one good thing. It's still doable numbers. So that's the way we keep it.
But for that game, you know, you had Ethan McClanahan, 19 points, 2 rebounds, 3 assists, 3 steals. Kyle Hunt, 15 points, 11 rebounds, 4 assists, 4 blocks. Ryder Anderson, 6 points, 9 rebounds, 8 assists. Tremendous game there. I mean, you got 4 points, 1 rebound, and 2 assists shy of a triple-double.
That's pretty daggone good.
That's good for Ryder for sure. Logan Fuller, another Logan Fuller game. 10 points, 2 rebounds, 4 steals. Braden Conaway, 12 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists. Jackson Deal, 1 point, 6 rebounds, 5 steals. Teddy Smith, 2 points, 1 rebound. Brandon Yates, 3 points, 1 rebound. Colton Vance, 4 points, 1 rebound, 1 assist, 1 steal. A couple of these guys, you know, we've not really seen their names a lot early in the season. These are some of the guys that got brought up later in the season.
Yes.
And they're making an impact already.
Yes.
For Hurley, you had Logan Gage Justice 4, Marshall with 2, Tristan Short with 3, Ethan Deal 3, and Jackson Harden 13. Girls, Council and Castlewood. Council 48, Castlewood 46.
Good game.
I'm trying to think. I believe this was the one that Ella hit the game-tying shot at the end, and then it went to overtime. I can't remember if it's that one or the Eastridge game. I think it's the Eastridge game, actually. But anyway, Ella with 27 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists, 3 steals. Megan Hess, 17 points, 6 rebounds, 2 steals. I'm telling you, as far as like scoring, man, they're tandem. It's like Jordan and Pippen there, you know, or Kobe and Shaq, you know, with them two.
They're good with each other.
Yeah,
yes. Like,
for sure.
Like Ethan and Kyle.
Yeah, that's exactly. Lindsay Ratliff, 2 points, 11 rebounds, 2 steals, 1 block. Now there's a girl that's going to make a huge impact as well. Lindsay, she's a rebounding machine for sure. Kayla Johnson, 6 rebounds, 1 assist, 5 steals. Shaylee Ratliff, 2 points. And I actually heard, and I think they was actually going to check in on it to see, but I believe this is like the first time Council has gotten a win over Castlewood.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And I'm thinking, well, heck, there was a lot of good girls teams, but I'm shocked about that. Well, the years that they was good, maybe they didn't play Castlewood.
Yeah, good for them if that's what it is.
It was a very important win for them. I know that much.
Good for them.
Tuesday, Twin Valley and Jenkins at Twin Valley. Jenkins 75-30. Braden White, 13 points, 2 steals, 2 rebounds. Blake Cooper, 6 points, 3 rebounds. Logan Dotson, 6 points, 7 rebounds. Joshua Keller, 3 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists. Hunter Smith, 2 points, 1 steal. Brandon Mullins, 3 steals and 2 rebounds. Another tough loss for Twin Valley there. Move on to Grundy, Riverview at Grundy. Grundy picking up the win 72-29 that night. It would be the big night that Ethan would get his 1,000 that night after scoring 20 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists, 3 steals. Kyle Hunt with another double-double, 17 points, 10 rebounds, 5 assists, 5 steals, 5 blocks. What a stat line that is.
Wow.
Logan Fuller, 16 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists. Braden Conaway, 9 points, 2 rebounds, 3 assists. Ryder Anderson, 2 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists. Jackson Deal, 4 points and 6 rebounds. White Street, 4 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists. Carter Deal, 2 rebounds, 1 assist. Teddy Smith, 3 rebounds, 2 assists. Good all-around game from everybody there, and it was definitely an emotional night,
Congratulations to Ethan on that.
Ethan getting his 1,000 and, being the last boy at Grundy High School, not the last person, as we figured out Saturday, but
good deal.
Got his 1,000.
Congratulations. Well deserved.
He's really been a scoring machine this year. Like I was telling you earlier, he's over 500 points for the year, which is absolutely incredible.
Yes.
Just a great performance all year from him. Next up, we've got Council and East Ridge. And like I said, I believe this was one that was tied up at like 38 with a 3-point shot that Ella hit. And I can't remember if it was this one or that one because everything was about the same score. So
it's hard to remember all that.
Yeah, I've been everywhere this week. But East Ridge comes out on top 50-47. Ella Rasnick, 21 points. Megan Hess, 18. Shaylee Ratliff, 5 points. Lindsay Ratliff, 2. Kayla Johnson, 1. On to Hurley. Hurley girls, 66. Phelps, 49. Jalen Dotson, 20 points, 12 rebounds, 3 assists. Haley Hurley, huge game out from her, and she would actually almost do the identical thing the next night. 17 points, 3 steals, 5 threes. Brianna Stacy, 10 points, 7 rebounds. Emily Mullins, 14 points, 7 rebounds, 7 assists. Somebody in this county is going to get a triple-double eventually.
Yes.
I've been looking for it all year. Jada Stacy, 5 points, 9 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 steals. Do you have the...
I do not have the results of the indoor track.
I seen them there. They're there. If you don't care, I'll get you to read over them. It should be the image. Should be 2 pictures I sent you.
You sure about this? Yeah, here they are.
Yeah.
All right, we're starting off Tuesday instead of Wednesday. We went to Abden Indoor Track Polar Bear.
Yeah.
So anytime there's a polar bear, it's outside.
Yeah.
Looked like Kayla Ratliff done a 55-meter dash. She finished 24th at 8:40. Veronica,
all of these are Grundy, by the way.
I'm sorry, Grundy went. Nobody else went from the county. Veronica is what they call this young lady. She finished 27th at 8:46. Destiny finished 31st with 8:55. Sister Leia finished 48th, 8:96. Olivia, I can't even see that. She finished 59 with 10 minutes.
Might have to zoom it in there, Tim.
I know, I'm blind, man. That's bad, ain't it?
Getting old, bro.
Kayla Hurley finished 6th with 10.7. Tara Lester finished 62nd with 10.19. Summer Owens finished 63rd with 10.52. Emma O'Quinn finished 64th with a 10.98. And Jocelyn, or whatever, how you pronounce that? Jocelyn, I guess, finished 65 with 11.62. I'm sorry, Jocelyn, for butchering your name. 300-meter dash is Aaliyah Armendez finished 24th with 55.51. Ava Ward finished 26th, 52.42. Veronica finished 35th with a 55.28.
I think these are from like different heats, I believe.
Yeah, they're from different heats. I think so.
So each of these are in their individual heats, the results.
So Angela Lynn finished 7th with a minute 2.8. Olivia Wakehoff, 44 with a minute 15.75. Summer Owens of 45th, finished 45th with a minute 16.11. Jocelyn finished 46 with a minute 27.70. Kaylee Hurley finished 47th with a minute 20.75. Tara Lester finished 48th with a minute 25.63. 500-meter dash, you have Kelly Ratliff 14th. Oh, I skipped one. Leah Armendez finished 11th with a minute 32.42. Kelly Ratliff finished 14th with a minute 39.42. Veronica 15th, minute 43.16. Ava Ward 17th, a minute 45.66. Angela, I'm sorry. Why do I keep saying Angelica? Angela Lynn 13th with a minute 56.65.
Good showing there by everybody in the 500-meter dash there.
Yeah,
for sure.
That's a hard one too. 1,000-meter run, Destiny Armendez finished 5th with a 3 minutes 47 seconds, 47 minutes 43 seconds. 16-meter run is Ella Robertson, finished 15th, 7:36.97. Let me move to the other one. 55-meter hurdles, Lucy Savage finished 18th with 11:56. High jump, Lucy Savage finished 9th with 4:16, 4 foot 16 inches.
4'6".
4 foot 6 inches. Not what I get 6. Ain't no such thing. Long jump, Kelly Ratliff 13th, 12 foot 9 and .75. Veronica finished 16th in long jump with 12 foot 4.5. Shot put, here's our little lady that's going to state, Cheyenne King, in shot put, finished 5th with 29.7.75.
Yeah.
All right, now we'll move to the boys. 55-meter dash, Trey Taylor finished 5th overall, 6:93. Cole Petrov, 64, finished 64 with 8:11. 1,000-meter run, Keiston Hartford finished 2nd with a 2:37.31. Wesley, I have no idea how you pronounce that last name, and I apologize for that.
I don't. Oh, never mind. I thought that was the same person, but there's two. I guess they're brothers.
Yeah, they're brothers.
Wesley and Wilson, 12th and 13th.
So Wesley finished 12th with a 5:04.59, and Wilson finished 13th with a 5:05.07. 16-meter run, Parker Hughes finished 24th with 6:30.49. Here he is, Wilson again, with an 8:13.66. Wesley with a finished 17th, 8:23.15. 32-meter run, Keiston Hartford finished 2nd with a 10:44.67. Long jump, Gavin Mays finished 25th with a 16:5.5. Parker Hughes finished 34th with a 12:9.5.
All right, so back to basketball on Wednesday. Hurley and Richlands. Hurley's girls pick up the win 59-26. Haley Hurley with 17 points again, 5 3-pointers again that night. Mercedes Hurley, 2 points, 2 steals. Jalen Dotson, 12 points, 7 rebounds. Skylar Baker, 3 points. Brooklyn Owens, 3 steals. Emily Lockhart, 2 rebounds. Emily Mullins, 17 points, 5 rebounds, 7 assists. Jada Stacy, 2 points, 10 rebounds. Brianna Stacy, 3 points, 12 rebounds, 3 steals. So another big win for them. Hurley's girls have been quite impressive this year.
They have.
Racking up the wins and everything. Hurley's boys would lose to Richlands 67-29. I got to say, it was pretty neat at the end of the game. Richlands and Hurley posed for a team photo together. Ethan Deal 9, Tristan Short 5, Gage Justice 4, Jackson Harden 4, Logan Gage Justice 3, Ethan Matney 2, Marshall Justice 2. On to Council at Rye Cove boys, Jacob Ray 30 points, Jesse Ray 7, Ben Stevens 4, Caleb Mullins 3, Gage Brown 3, Ty Owens 1. Going into Thursday, Twin Valley was at Mountain Mission. I was at this game as well. Braden White, Mountain Mission won 82-43. Braden White 15 points, Blake Cooper 9, Logan Dotson 7, Brandon Mullins 5, Hunter Smith 5, Josh Keller 2. Then hosting at Council girls, Council wins 48-44. Ella with 15 points. Megan Hess 27, big game for her. Lindsay Ratliff 4, Candace Runyon 2. On the boys' side, Council would fall 65-27. Jacob Ray with 10, Jesse Ray with 7, Dakota Mayhorn 4, Ben Stevens 4, and Gage Brown 2. And I'll let you go over the wrestling. They're on Friday.
Yeah, Grundy they hosted the Super Regionals. So Grundy finished second in all the regionals, and Royal Retreat come up winning the regionals. So individual finishers, you had Colton Clevenger. He became out a regional champion. 126-pounder Jacob Smetzer finished second in his bout. He got beat from the Die Kid from Honaker, and the Die Kid's pretty good. So 126-pounder Colton Alvery, he finished fifth. 132 Mason Boyd finished sixth. Great showing by Mason.
Yeah.
He just came out.
First year.
Came out, but he didn't come out to about mid-season, and I think he done an excellent job in my opinion.
Yeah.
138 Jacob Fields come fourth. 144 Lucas Vance is third. 150 Reed Stiltner, regional champion. Reed, he's a natural athlete. That's all you can say about Reed. Aiden Wyden, 157, finished second. He got beat from one of the Royal Retreat kids.
Good showing from him there for
Yeah,
sure.
really. Andrew Scamble, regional
Scarberry.
Scarborough Scamble. Andrew Scarberry, Catfish as we call him, he's regional champion. 190 Talon Looney's a regional champion. 215 Brody Ford's a regional champion. And Luke Quake Shelton, 285, is a region champion. Good showing by them guys, especially in front of their hometown. I think they done a real good job.
I'm sure there was a huge crowd there. You there for that?
I was there. It was standing room only.
I know I seen it, man. It was like a circle almost.
It makes you feel like it was in the 90s.
It's like I guess, do they sit like on the baseline behind the goal? Because it looks like there was people there.
It was standing room only. That's where they had to stand to see.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, everything was
packed out.
Yeah. Good to see that, though.
Moving on to Friday night in basketball action. Girls, Grundy, 54, Central, 63. Another big performance by a really tough opponent in Central. You know, they're one of the top 5 teams in Class AA and everything. So, tremendous showing there. And if I'm not mistaken, they led at certain points in the game.
They did. Grundy done good.
Destiny Armendariz, 3 points, 2 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals. Kate Bostic, 11 points, 4 rebounds, 2 steals. Kendall Brown, 2 points, 1 rebound, 2 assists, 1 steal. Sophia Belcher, 5 points, 6 rebounds, 1 assist, 2 blocks. Jade Vinsel, a big game, 16 points, 1 assist, 1 block. Leah Rasnick, 4 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 block. And Addison Bell, 13 points. On to the boys that night for Grundy. They faced Mountain Mission. Took a tough loss there.
Yeah. 20 points.
It's one of those games where you really have to keep after the coach to get stats. Sorry, Jordan. I don't think he wanted to send those to me. But, you know, it was a tough loss for the boys. And you know, not taking nothing away from Mountain Mission. Mountain Mission's, you know, I seen them play earlier in the week against Twin Valley. I know it. And they moved the ball well. I mean, we're talking about a team that comes down the floor and all 5 players touch the ball before the shot goes in. You know,
that's basketball.
Yeah, I mean, it's like 1950 style basketball. You know,
I love that,
moving that ball around and you know, finding that open guy, whether it takes 4 passes or 8 passes.
Yeah,
you know,
I like that.
But 55-35, Mountain Mission coming out on top. Ethan McClanahan led all scorers with 17 points. Kyle Hunt 10, Logan Fuller 5, Braden Conway 3, Ryder Anderson 1. Girls basketball, Hurley 53, East Ridge 50. Very close game down. You know, it's always hard. We always say it's a little bit tougher down in Kentucky when you go down there to play. Jada Stacy, 17 points, 10 rebounds. We had her on earlier in the season.
Double-double?
Double-double for her. Emily Mullins, 14 points, 5 assists. Jalen Dotson, 8 points, 7 rebounds. Brooklyn Owens, 6 points. Brianna Stacy, 8 points, 7 rebounds. On the boys' side of things, East Ridge comes out on top 60-29. Tristan Short with 9 points, Gage Justice 7, Jackson Harden 6, Logan Gage Justice 4, Ethan Deal 3. On to Council. Council would face Montcalm at home that night. Ella Rasnick, Council would win 57-16. Ella Rasnick with 27 points, 7 3-pointers made. Megan Hess, 16 points. Candace Runyon, 6. Lindsay Ratliff, 4. Shaylee Ratliff, 3. Zoe McLaughlin, 1. On the boys' side, a tremendous game that went down to the wire. Basically, it was real close, and the 5-point difference there was basically free throws at the end. Montcalm had to start fouling and everything. 45-40. Jacob Ray, 33 points. Ben Stevens, 5. Gage Brown, 3. Jesse Ray, 3. Dakota Mayhorn, 1. And on both of these games, I want to say absolutely, I don't know if you've seen the pictures, but it was a tremendous night.
Yeah.
The elementary school, completely full. The grassy bottom beside the school, completely full. They had officers there parking all the way up the parking lot to the high school full. The parking lot at the high school full. I mean, it was packed. It was like the old days when you'd have the Black Diamond District tournament there and see. And I mean, they got big bleachers. They're bigger than Hurley and Grundy, and they were full from the bottom to the top. And if you know how you walk into Council, you walk straight in there, and it's kind of almost like a lot of times people are clustered up there. You couldn't get through to the bleachers.
I love it. I love the support.
And buddy, I'm telling you, there's very few names that you can think of related to Council basketball that was not in that building that night.
That shows us some support.
They were packed out, and I want to mention this too, they had 2 ladies there that they brought out the center court and honored them that night. They were 2 of the living members of the first ever girls basketball team at Council.
You're a kid.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
They were there. The 2008-9 girls team that went to state was there. Good. I think there was about 6 members of that. If there was any missing, it was very few of the 2001 team, state champions. Almost everybody was there, including Coach Goodman, and he was also coach for the 96 team as well. And almost every member of the 96 team was there. Neil had his jersey on, it fit perfect.
I seen that.
Yeah.
I seen a picture with his jersey on, that same number.
Yeah. There's very few people could wear their high school uniform.
No, you're right.
But just a tremendous night. It was awesome being there, being a huge basketball fan and Buchanan County sports fan as I am. Really, really a tremendous night. But on to Saturday, 2 games on Saturday. Council at Grundy. Grundy would come out on top 65-44 for Council. Ella Rasnick, 18 points. Megan Hess, 18 points. Lindsay Ratliff, 5. Candace Runyon, 3. For Grundy, Addison Bell with 12. Jade Vinsel with 11. Leah Rasnick with 8. Sophia Belcher with 7. Kendall Brown with 7. Destiny Armendariz, 5. Emma Davis, 2. And Kate Bostic with 13 points and getting her 1,000 points and being the last player at Grundy High School to achieve that.
Her and Ethan, they got to be proud.
Yeah.
They're going to be the last boy and girl going into school history that never will be broken.
Yeah.
They'll be going in there and they'll never have their name off that list.
Yeah.
So they have to be proud.
Yeah. It was a tremendous day too. And I was glad to be there to witness her, and there was several other people there that they had I think maybe like 8 of the 1,000-point scorers there. You had some coaches there. I took a picture of Coach Greg Rife and Leslie Horn, who was there as well, and got a picture of Kate with Leslie and Lonnie and Morgan.
Yes, Morgan Hall.
So 4 of the great girls scorers at Grundy.
Yeah.
But it was a tremendous day as well. It's been really sad going to all these schools this past week and everything and seeing all this. But
it hits you more in basketball than it has in football, hasn't it?
Yeah.
It really has.
I enjoy every sport, but I was always real close to basketball, especially at the Hurley program and everything, helping there for about 5 or 6 years, both boys and girls. And definitely hard to see all of them, honestly.
Yeah.
Tremendous history at each school. Grundy and Council on the boys' side. Grundy picks up the win 66-33. Jacob Ray with 20 points, Gage Brown with 8, Dakota Mayhorn 2, Ben Stevens 2, Jesse Ray 1. For Grundy, Ethan McClanahan 17 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists, 5 steals. Logan Fuller 16 points, 3 assists. Kyle Hunt 10 points, 12 rebounds, 3 blocks.
Double.
White Street 8 points, 2 rebounds. Braden Conaway 6 points, 3 rebounds. Teddy Smith 6 points, 3 rebounds. Jackson Deal 5 points, 6 rebounds, 3 assists. Colton Vance 4 points, 2 rebounds. Ryder Anderson 6 rebounds, 4 assists. Carter Deal 2 rebounds, 4 assists. So that kind of wraps it up for the week. Any thoughts on anything this past week?
I know they've been highs and lows this whole week, especially our county teams.
Yeah.
I mean, they're coming down. They're going to start in their district play start Monday. So a lot of emotions. A lot of emotions on both sides of the ball teams. At every school because they're really getting where they can see where it's the end of the tunnel. It's getting close for the basketball season, and I know it's been very emotional. And plus, we've had a couple of kids hit 1,000 points this year. We'll have more than a couple. We had Jacob Ray hit his, and the way his story is, he just done it in 3 years, and I think that's the way Ethan McClain did as well. He didn't play much his freshman year.
Yeah.
Then you had Kate Bostic hit her 1,000. You had Ella hit her 1,000 last year, but she broke the school record this year. So there's so much.
That was another thing they did that night, by the way, to go back to you, is they had Brad and Mike Ratliff, Brad Knuckles and Mike Ratliff out there, and they had Jamie Presley and Ella out there at the top 2 in scoring for both. Mike held that record for a long time up until Brad broke it, and Brad's held it ever since. Brad's literally the leading scorer for the whole entire county as well. So,
but I can't be more proud of this county.
Oh yeah,
man, we've got some good men and women in our school system that's playing sports and getting a good education, and I'm excited to see what they do after high school.
Yeah, we've seen a lot in football, a lot of great things that the athletic director and everything put together for all the schools, and same thing I want to say here, as I said during football, tremendous amount of respect goes out to all the ADs of all the schools and everything that they was able to put together to honor and remember all the great athletes and teams and stuff at each of these schools. So definitely kudos to all of them.
Yes, great job.
But if you don't got anything else, I guess we'll move on to our player of the week. We're joined here today by Kate Bostic, senior at Grundy High School, newest member of the 1,000 Point Club as of Saturday with a huge win over Council. Needed 10 points going into the game, ended up with 13. Actually got her 1,000 twice, as we was just talking to her mom. Ref called you for stepping over the line, or so he says. I think he might need his eyes checked this week, but ended up getting it anyway. But Tim, you got some questions?
Kate, I've watched you play basketball since you've been a little girl.
Yep.
And how you matured from that little girl to where you're at now as a senior in high school is tremendous. I just want to say congratulations on your 1,000 points.
Thank you.
In varsity play, because it's so hard to make 1,000 points, especially in your position.
Yeah.
Because usually time you have to rebound and throw it out. That's all you do. I mean, they don't feed you the ball. Just don't. I mean, that's just the way it is. But I'm so proud of you and so proud that you're representing Grundy High School and you're going into the books as 1,000 point. And nothing can bring your name out of that book. Nothing. That's in that Grundy High School book.
To do so as well.
And the only person from now at Grundy, there won't be no more. So I've got a couple questions. What did reaching 1,000 points mean to you personally?
I honestly just feel honored, and it feels unreal. And I just want to give God all the glory and thank my family and all my coaches and my teammates. I just want to thank David and Hannah and Lonnie and Doc for pushing me, and my mom and dad for supporting me, and my teammates for believing in me. It means so much.
At what moment did you realize the milestone was within reach of making your 1,000 points? Did you know from the beginning of the season you had this number that you had to hit?
I didn't know from the beginning of the season, though. I think I found out more towards when we started playing Ridgeview, and I was like, okay, I got to lock in.
Okay. I think it was 200 some points that you had to make. Don't get me right or wrong on that. I'm thinking that in my head, and I was trying to figure it up on each game that you had to make so many points. And I started watching you, and you was making a lot of gains, and sometimes you come up with 5 points.
Yeah.
And I said, well, she'll make that later on, later on when they can shove you the ball and you can rebound and put back. And you did that. You did great at that. That's how you tacked. Who pushed you or motivated you the most along the way?
My mom and dad.
Yeah. What did you do in the off season to get ready for basketball?
I just worked hard every day. I went to every open gym, every practice. Don't matter if it was in the morning or the evening, I went to all of them.
How do you stay confident during a night that you're off? Your shot's not going in. How do you stay confident?
I just try to focus on the next play and pretend it didn't happen. Even though it's hard sometimes, I try to just focus on the next play.
What's a team leader mean to you?
Someone that lifts you up, pushes you, and supports you, no matter what it is, who it is. That's a leader.
I think we see quite a few leaders on your team.
Yeah,
Well,
definitely.
Not necessarily just one person.
Everybody is very good.
Yeah.
I know what this answer is, but a lot of people might not know. What's your favorite move to shoot and score with? Do you drive? Do you just do a little jump shot? What's your favorite move?
I drive and just do regular layups, and I like a little up and under.
Yep, that's your favorite move. You can always see you coming up and coming under.
Yep.
Yeah, that's right. Do you have any plans of going to college to play ball, or you just don't want to do basketball in college, or anything? Cheer? Yeah, we know you cheer too, so competition cheer. Tennis. You play tennis. Anything else that you're looking at in college to play, be athlete, or you just want to academic?
I've thought about it, but I've still not decided. I know I definitely want to go to UPAC, but I haven't decided if I want to play.
That's understandable. If you could, let's talk about Doc. Well, let's talk about all your coaches. You had David Peckin when you was little. You had, coming into high school, you had Hannah Stiltner.
Yeah.
Then Hannah left, then you had Lonnie Webb. Lonnie left, then your senior, you have Brian Doc Looney. So out of them 4 coaches, which 4 you think helped you the best?
They've all helped me in different ways. Doc has been amazing coming in, never coaching girls. It's been crazy. 4 years of high school has been crazy, but they've all supported me in different ways, and I'm so thankful for all of them.
Last year at Grundy High School, I'll try not to get emotional. Last year at Grundy High School, 1,000-point club, you done made that record. What do you want Grundy High School, or anybody at Grundy High School, or anybody in the county, what legacy do you want to leave at Grundy High School?
Oh, gosh.
And
I want my team to go to state.
That's a goal.
It's a go.
Okay. So after you graduate, what do you want everybody at Grundy High School or Southern Gap or anybody in this county know Kate Bostic about? Well, when they hear your name, what comes in people's minds?
I just want people to think that I'm a good person.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, I think your mom would agree with this. The type of person you are and everything, the way you're perceived by people, goes a lot farther than any point or rebound or anything you do on a basketball floor or any championship you win. What kind of person you are.
So we're making a movie about you in basketball. Who do you want you to play your role in that movie? It can be anybody. You don't have to be a basketball player. It can be anything, anybody.
Oh gosh. I don't even know actor. I don't know.
Well, you got a basketball player?
Angel Reese.
Okay, see?
I can see the similarities.
All right, you play basketball, tennis, competition cheer, and that's something you guys don't get a lot of recognition about, competition cheer.
No.
And that's our fault too.
Yeah.
We didn't really do a lot on that, and we've got to do
I
better.
seen we had failed to mention this week. I seen that Claire made the All-State team this
Yeah,
week.
so that's something we failed to mention.
I
We
don't-
failed you on that,
Yeah.
okay? And I apologize for that.
No, it's okay.
So with tennis, basketball, competition cheer, is there anything in this world that you'd like to play in sports? What sport would it be?
Definitely basketball.
Well, pick one.
We've got some crazy answers to
pick,
this too.
Pick something else, and it don't have to be here in the county. It could be
We've had several girls say football.
Yeah.
Believe it or not.
just whatever you think that you would.
I would like to play lacrosse.
Okay, see,
There
and
you
we've
go.
had one pick that
Yeah.
too. So
We've had that
think
answer
that's
before
cool.
too.
I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
I am. I've watched you grow up so much, and watch you matured as a young lady, and your basketball skills came so far from when you was that tall to now where you're excelling, and it shows. I mean, you're a 1,000-pointer. That's good. I'd like to see you had 1,000 rebounds, and you're probably close to that too. But I'm so proud.
Considering most points come off of rebounds.
Rebound.
You know.
So I'm so proud of you, and I want to congratulate you not only being a Buchanan County Sports Podcast Player of the Week, but being 1,000-point.
Thank you.
And we're so proud of you. And keep up the good work on and off the court. I know you do a lot of things off the court too. And you talk about pageants. Yeah, I know you do that a lot. So sky's the limit.
Yeah.
Sky's the limit for you. And I'm so proud of you. I know your mom and dad's proud of you. I do know that. So I seen that Saturday, some pictures of your mom and dad, and that's something that nobody can take away from you. Nobody can take away from you. Your mom and dad was there through the hard times and through the good times, and it's getting the good times now. You know,
Yep.
they've seen you struggled, and you had to work through, and now it all's paid off, and it's perfect. It's perfect. So congratulations. Very
Thank
proud
you.
of you.
Thank
You know,
you guys.
in the moment and everything, I guess the final question I got would be when you got your 1,000 and everything, and you're surrounded by your teammates, and you know we got everybody in the gym there, you know, holding up banners and everything. Just what are some of the thoughts that was going through your head? I guess reminiscent of, you know, childhood playing and coming up through high school and everything.
Yeah.
What are some of the things that was going through your head?
Yeah, definitely. I just felt so loved and supported, and to grow up with that whole team and having them now and going from 3rd grade to now, it means so much that I got to spend it with them.
And I know it seemed like it was a very special moment when, you know, your mom and dad both came out on the floor and embraced you and everything. I know you probably feel that you owe a lot to them for everything they've
Definitely.
done for you, for sure.
They've sacrificed a lot.
I really commend you for putting God first. You know, it's hard at this young age that you are in now to really express your faith. But I'm so proud that you've done that.
I couldn't do nothing without him.
We can't live daily without him. We can't get up out of our bed every morning without him. So just keep your faith, and things are going to fall right in place. Of course, they already have. They already have. So good luck.
But, you know, we just want to congratulate you and thank you for being here today. And best of luck on your way to state.
Thank you.
All righty, guys. Next up here, we're going to do a preview of next week. We're basically into playoffs or tournaments or whatever you want to call it for 3 different sports this week. So starting on Monday, the final Black Diamond District basketball tournament begins. The boys JV championship between Hurley and Grundy will be at 6 p.m. That All these games will be held at Riverview Elementary. And then the girls' district semifinals, where there's only 3 teams this year. There'll only be 1 semifinal game, and that team will go on to play the number 1 seed, Grundy. So it'll be Council and Hurley at 7:30 Monday night at Riverview. Moving on to Tuesday night, the tournament continues with the boys' district semifinals. That'll be 2 games. I don't have a time on the one, but I know it's following it. Grundy and Hurley at 6 p.m., and then Council and Twin Valley to follow. I'm figuring 7:30.
Yeah.
Then on to Wednesday night, the boys' consolation game. That's the 3rd place game. That'll be the 2 teams that lost the night before will play in that game. And then you'll have the girls' district championship. Well, the consolation game's at 5. The girls' district championship will be the winner of the Council Hurley game from Monday and Grundy at 6:30. And then the boys' district championship will be at 8 p.m., and that'll be, of course, the 2 winners of the Tuesday night games. So any thoughts on the district tournament coming up?
It's going to be interesting. If happens what you and I talked about before there, it's going to be very interesting. I'm excited to see that happen if it does. But on the other side of it, I hate it. They're just 3 teams.
For the girls.
For the girls. I hate that part of it because I like to see each team, all 4 teams play. But
you know, it's also, you know, we talk about Council and Grundy and Hurley and Twin Valley and everything and the histories of each school. But, you know, one thing that we've really not mentioned this year is the history of the Black Diamond District and everything with it coming to an end. And, you know, if I'm correct, I think this dates back to probably the early 80s, I guess, because at one time there was something I keep seeing in like records and stuff and through Lloyd's books, a Clinch Valley district at one time, years ago.
yes.
And eventually, you know, that kind of went to the wayside, and then the Black Diamond District was born.
Right.
And, you know, at one time, we're looking at 7 or 8 teams. I know at Grundy, you know, you all wasn't in the Black Diamond. You all was in the Southwest District. But
I didn't understand that.
Yeah. I think it's literally just the whole 2A thing. All the Black Diamond schools was 1A.
Yeah. I understand that.
The
now.
only time that happens right now, I don't know if you know this, but Abington is in the Mountain 7, I believe, right?
Yes.
They are in the Mountain 7, and they are actually a 3A school in a district with 2A schools because there's nobody else around here that's 3A. Yeah.
That makes sense.
So that's the only time right now that's happening.
Yeah.
But, yeah, you've got Pocahontas, you know, back in the day, St. Paul,
yes.
you know, all your Buchanan County schools, and then also Honaker and Hayside, you know, from Russell and Dickinson.
Right.
It was a huge district, you know, at one time and everything for sure. Yeah. So,
you know, nobody's ever thought about that. Yeah. This is the last Black Diamond District.
Yeah, because Southern Gap, you know, in case anybody out there doesn't know, Southern Gap will be joining the Southwest District, you know, Grundy's old home for
AA.
For a long, long time. I don't know how long they was in there, but, you know, all of my life I remember being part of the Southwest District.
When I was in high school and played there, it was always Southwest District, yes.
Yeah, so another thing, I guess, you know, that'll kind of be finishing up this year is the Black Diamond District. Yeah. And moving on, there's nothing on the schedule for Thursday. Friday, of course, a very important day for Grundy, for Buchanan County. You know, all the other schools, you know, a lot of them dabbled in wrestling at some point in time. But as far as wrestling in Buchanan County, you know, the long storied tradition of, you know, Grundy wrestling, not just, you know, through Buchanan County, but through this region and through the entire state. You know, Grundy is synonymous with, you know, high school wrestling and everything. And,
very proud. I'm very proud of Grundy Wrestling Club and Grundy High School for the wrestling
extremely prestigious tradition and everything. They've accomplished a lot, you know.
They sure have.
If I'm not mistaken, 28 team state championships. I figured it up one time as far as individuals, but I can't remember exactly. But I know, if I'm not mistaken, I think they're close to. And this number, I mean individually. I'm not talking about, ex wrestler winning 4 times or 3 times. Separate individuals, I think, is close to 100. I think.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a lot. 100 individuals.
And you think of all the people, not only that won a state championship, but might have went to state and competed and finished and got to be on the podium and everything, and
yes,
maybe
place winners.
Maybe a lot of the wrestlers that didn't and everything, but still had a tremendous impact on so many people.
Still on the team.
I love the things that Taz posts about the doctors, the lawyers, the different things that have came out of Grundy wrestling, and the list of all the colleges that Grundy wrestlers have wrestled at, and I can't imagine any school having that kind of legacy about it. And, I just hope over the next 10, 20, 30 years that, we will see that same legacy up here on the Gap with the Eagles.
I think you will, because Grundy wrestling, when you think about Grundy, you think Grundy wrestling.
Yeah.
Now we're going to Southern Gap, and whatever happens with the name, it don't bother me what name it's going to be called. It's still going to be the wrestling.
Yeah.
And these guys are still going to be under the coach of Travis Pfizer and Gabe Pfizer and Coach Raymond Webb.
And it's not like something that starts in the 9th grade. You don't just go out and you start wrestling. This is a long-term commitment by these kids, these parents, these families and stuff. And the GWC is still going to be going to be a part of that.
Yes.
I seen recently about, the youth season is getting ready to kick off very soon at Twin Valley, at Hurley, at Grundy, and everything. And, hopefully maybe even establish a program as far as for the youth at council. And I've not heard anything about that.
I hope and pray they will look at that, yes.
Yeah.
But when I was in school and wrestling for the program, Mr. Robertson would ask Kevin Dresser and Dale Cox to kindly put all the wrestlers on the varsity in, like, Van Sant, Vikings, different area schools, Big Rock, places like J.M. Bevins,
Harmon,
Russell Prater, and Harmon, for us to give back to the younger kids. Yeah. And he was big on that, and I love that about it, because to this day, some of them young men that I helped coach them, they're with the middle school program right now. And it just keep trembling down. They start keep giving back. And that's what
I see Gabe Pfizer, playing a huge role now with
Gabe Pfizer. Gabe Pfizer is playing a huge role with Grundy wrestling. Nothing against nobody else.
Yeah.
Gabe is just got out of college and wrestled in college, and he's came back and he's working out with these guys, and they love him. They love Gabe Pfizer. So I'm proud of Gabe Pfizer. He's showing us college technique stuff to our younger men. But,
that's awesome.
But it's we're gonna have our hands full Friday.
As we seen this past week at regionals and everything, slowly as the years has went on, a lot of schools has caught up.
Yeah, they've jumped on board. Like Grundy Wrestling Club was above everybody because Mr. Robertson would bring in college graduate Kevin Dresser, NCAA champions, and bring him in and made us where we're at now. Then they brought Pfizer in, Travis Pfizer, another native of Iowa wrestling. So when you bring in the best to coach, you're gonna have the best. And then the motto is if you're going to be the best, you got to wrestle the best.
Yeah.
Show these guys who they are. And that's what Mr. Robertson done. Not only Mr. Robertson, Jim Wayne Childers was there, Dale Cox was there, Ben Ward was there. Just a handful. All the Buns was there. They helped Grundy Wrestling Club. And I can't thank them enough. A lot of people, the Skeenses, Lord, let me don't forget about the Skeenses. because the Skeens really helped too.
Yeah.
That group made Grundy Wrestling Club where it's at today. And now we're living on what they made. We're just keep building on it. Keep building. You got a foundation laid and you just keep building on it. So I'm very thankful for them families, Mr. Robertson, Mr. Buns, all the Mr. Childers, Jim Wayne Childers. I'm telling you about Jim Wayne Childers. He was there. W.J. Cottle, he helped coach. They was there in the foundation. They poured the foundation.
Yeah.
And Coach Cottle and Coach Dresser, Coach Cox, of course he's dead now. They would start building the blocks. They start building up on the blocks and then they started winning championships.
That foundation has stood firm for many years now.
And I'm so thankful. I love each and one of them. We might not agree on a lot of things in life, but if they ever need me, Skeenses, the Buns, Coach Cottle, Jim Wayne Childers, I'll be always there for them because they hold a special place in my heart because I love each and every one of them.
Yeah.
Because they coached me where I'm at today. Not only them, and we had some good coaches throughout football and track. I mean, Jack Compton's the best man in my life. Jack Compton, I loved him. I hated him in high school. Hated playing football for him, but I love him. And just little things. I can get started and talk all day long, and I don't want to take up a lot of time just because we got to get going. But Friday and Saturday at Salem, Grundy Wrestling's going to Salem. They finished second in a region. First time we ever losing a region, I'm thinking. But anyway, Royal Retreat won. We're going to have a card stacked against us unless there's other teams that can knock some of the Royal Retreats out or knock them down in consolations or knock them out of the state tournament. Yeah. But that again can happen to Grundy Wrestling. We can get knocked down and knocked out too. So we gotta stand firm and go in there with a firm head that we're going to win this thing, and we need to. It's going to come to semifinals. Yeah. How many Grundy Wrestling clubs will have in semifinals? How many can we beat in how many we can win in semifinals versus Royal Retreat? How many they going to have in semifinals?
And I know with the regions, Grundy had six champions. 6 champions. Royal Retreat had.
Oh gosh, I'm going to say 6 or 7.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, they're good. So, not taking nothing away from Royal Retreat. They're good. I can't remember how many Royal Retreat. I apologize. How many regional champions they have?
I didn't know if it was you or maybe I'd heard it somewhere else. I thought they had 8.
They might have.
I may be wrong.
They had 8 in the finals.
That might be what you told me, and that's why I'm thinking 8.
And we had 8. Grundy had 8, and they was on the opposite side of each other. So some of them met. Like Aiden White got beat from a Royal Retreat kid, and the only thing that is the Royal Retreat had a lot more wrestling experience than Aiden.
Yeah.
I mean, Aiden went out there and fought, but he got pinned. But other than that, I don't think we done wrong on everything. I think we come out good shape. But let's go in. It's 0-0. Let's go in the state championship this weekend, and of course they're wrestling Friday and Saturday at Salem. If you don't have a chance to go out and watch them, you can listen to them WMJD Sports.
Yeah.
With Mikey Ellswick, but. Yeah, it's going to be interesting. But our 6 that won the tournament and regional tournament, man, kudos to them guys. They're our power player of the week.
Yeah, we failed to mention that they were unable to, of course, make it today and everything. But we'll go ahead and do that right now too. We'll mention them.
You want to mention the indoor track for Saturday, and then we'll be done with next week's.
Yeah. You can go. Okay. Yeah, Saturday the 21st, we have the indoor track and field Region 1D Indoor Championship at Roanoke College.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I know you'll probably be there for that.
I'll be there for that.
Actually, I don't guess there's a whole lot of distance between the two, are they?
No, they are not. Maybe 5 mile.
Yeah. So Grundy's going to have a major presence there in that area that day for sure.
Yes.
But any thoughts on that as far as we already know we've got, if I remember correctly, about 4 that have already auto-qualified for state, of course, and hopefully we can get a few more.
We're trying this Saturday to get
Saturday.
some more. Yeah, trying this Saturday to get some more qualified state. But the 4 that we've got is very, in my opinion, ready.
Yeah.
They're ready for it. Keisha Harper's ready. Trey Taylor's ready. Cheyenne's ready.
Is it the Ratliff girl?
Yep.
Kelly.
I went blank, but I'm so sorry on that.
Kelly
Ratliff.
Yep.
She's ready. Man, she's a sprinter.
Yeah.
Man, she's good. So
hopefully, in this final year and everything could get a first. You know, as far as indoor track and everything. There's not one in the county as far as a state champion. So
I'm gonna lay a little thing out. If Keisha Hartford wins first in state, he'll be the first one ever done it in indoor, outdoor, cross country.
Yeah.
So that's his goal.
Yep.
That's his goal. So and knowing Keiston,
he is a very motivated individual, very godly individual too, as we know from talking to him.
Not only motivated, but godly motivated. So that's good.
Yeah, that's a very good combination there for sure. But before we move on to that, any thoughts on the schedule this week as far as basketball? I know we've done discussed what's on the line as far as Grundy wrestling goes Friday and Saturday, but any thoughts on the basketball and everything this week?
I know Grundy's favored to win boys and girls.
Boys and girls.
I know they are.
Well, I mean, both of them's regular season champions, and they should be favored.
Yeah, so they're favored. I'm a Grundy boy. I bleed blue and gold, and everybody on this podcast or watches this know I'm a Grundy guy. But I cheer for everybody in Buchanan County.
Yeah.
When you're playing Grundy and you're in a county, I don't cheer loud as I should because every kid deserves the same cheering. I'm a cheerleader for everybody in Buchanan County.
I'll tell you something that I've had to deal with this year, personally on my heart, is like I'll go watch Grundy and they're playing, whoever outside the county. And, I can sit there and I can root for these girls and these boys as hard as I can possibly root. But then when I'm at a Hurley Grundy game or a Grundy Council game or a Council Twin Valley game, you'll see a different side of me those nights. I remain pretty much silent most of the night. I may say, I may cheer out for one or whatever, but here or there from this side or that side. But I don't really want to seem biased either way.
No.
And honestly, I am cheering for all of them. It's been tough when they face each other, that's for sure.
It's hard because we're torn.
Yeah.
We're torn because we are Buchanan County Sports Podcast.
Yeah.
We're for everybody. So, like I said, Grundy is favored to win, but I want to send something out to Twin Valley, Hurley, Council. Play hard as you can play. And at the end of that buzzer, if you played every hard you can play and you come up short, you don't have nothing to be ashamed of. But then again, you might turn it around and be on the upper side. So don't never give up. I told Aiden Whited like 2 weeks ago, he wrestled down here in front of Grundy. He was down by 5 points. He come back and won his match. Right the last second of that match. And I told him, I said, never give up. And this is what I'm trying to tell Hurley Council and Twin Valley. Don't never give up.
Yeah.
Always keep, and even Grundy, always keep going. Always keep going because anybody can make a mistake or have an off day that day and you come out winning. So that's my ideal thinking. I'm for everybody in Buchanan County. I'm a Grundy boy. Yeah. Don't get me wrong. When you're not playing, like Mike said, if you don't play somebody that's other than Grundy or if you play somebody outside our county, I'm a Grundy. I'm going to holler and scream Grundy. But now when you play teams, Grundy plays Hurley or Hurley plays Twin Valley or something, I'm in county guy. I'm going to keep myself to myself. I might holler at the referees a little bit for everybody, but but yeah, I'm just so proud, and I say this every time, Mike. I'm so proud of our young men and women in Buchanan County.
For not only their performance on the floor, but as we've seen on here, they've chose God.
Oh, that's even better.
We had Kate on here earlier and everything, and she was the same as a lot of the other kids we've had on here. That God is a huge part of their lives and stuff, and that's awesome. That's that just shows, good raising as far as, their parents and everything, raising them right and everything. And that kudos to all those athletes and all those parents,
Well, it's hard for a young lady or a
Yeah.
young man
Yeah.
to speak about God this day and time because they get criticized.
Yeah.
Some of them get criticized about it. But those that don't mind getting criticized, they're going to speak about God no matter what. And that's what I like.
You really set an example for someone that might be on the fence.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
You
And
know,
that's
that
what I like.
That maybe ain't got that to be able to come out and speak about their faith or whatever, and they see someone, like Kate today,
Yeah.
speak out about her faith in God and everything, and it might just trigger something in someone else.
Yeah. I'm so proud of our men and women, our youth.
Yeah.
I'm proud of it in Buchanan County. And I'm proud to say I'm from Buchanan County.
Yep, for sure. But and we've already touched on the indoor track and everything. Big week for them as well. But I guess we can either cut this year or just leave it where it's at and add it on to the preview for next week. But we had for the boys player of the week. We didn't have one. We didn't have two. We didn't have three, 4 or 5. We had 6 this week. The only way to do this and was to give player of the week to the 6 individuals that all won region this year in wrestling. This past week in wrestling, at 106, Colton Clevenger. At 150, Reed Stiltner. At 165, Andrew Scarberry. At 190, Talon Looney. At 215, Brody Ford. And at 285, Luke Shelton. You want to speak on their performance this past week?
I'm going to tell you, 106 pounder Colton Clevenger, he's took some beatings this year, and he finally got to give some beatings back. And I'm so proud of Colton. Colton come, a couple years ago, he played football for Grundy, and he just stood around on the sideline, and because he's just so little.
Yeah.
But he wanted to stay in shape, and Colton is a very, very good wrestler.
Yeah.
And he's a very good addition to this team. I can't speak volumes about Colton. He's the littlest guy on the team. Looking at him, you think he's starved to death, and he does. He's a 106 pounder. He's going to be little. His arm's going to be that big around. I mean, he's going to be little. Reed.
I know you've had a lot of good things to say about him over the season and everything.
Reed come out and played football for us and really made a big splash in football. Him being a junior. He's going to help Southern Gap tremendous. So Reed's just one of them kids that's just natural athlete. He's just natural. You might beat him this time, but next time he's going to find a way to beat you back.
Yeah.
So good showing by Reed. I'm so happy with Reed. 165, Andrew Scarberry. We call him Catfish.
Yeah.
Catfish has been around this wrestling because he's got 2 older brothers and they wrestled all their life. So Catfish has been around the room, Grundy wrestling forever. And what I like about that whole family, his mom and dad was there, of course.
Yeah.
But his 2 brothers was there. His brother walked in, the oldest brother walked in, had his work clothes on, just left work, come straight there. And he works in Abingdon. So that tells me volumes about how family is for them. Scarberry's had a shoulder problem last year and didn't get it to perform like he should. And but he's done real well. He's a great one too. He played football for us and done real good. Talon Looney, 190 pounder. I can't speak by volumes. He didn't play football his senior year because he chose to get ready for wrestling. And he chose wrestling so he can go on to wrestle in the college.
Yeah. And you mentioned about wrestling families. Another one.
Oh,
yeah.
There you go. I mean, Big Brian Looney, that's what we call Big Brian Looney.
Yeah.
He's coached up there forever, and he had an older brother.
And he actually wrestled as well, too.
He wrestled as well and done real well. So the Looney family's been around it all their life.
And then Logan, of course, the oldest child.
Yeah, Logan's there, and I seen Logan down there Friday night. It's good to see former wrestlers come back and really support their brothers and stuff. So so happy for Talon. So happy. I look for state champion out of Talon. just because he'll outperform people.
Yeah, as he has the whole year.
He has 215 Brody Ford. He's another regional champion. Brody Ford's the type of guy, he don't say nothing.
Yeah.
He's not loud. He's not the type to say, I'm gonna go out here and beat you. I'm gonna beat you bad. I'm gonna beat you so bad you're not gonna like it. He's not like it. He's the type of guy.
Silent assassin.
He's silent, like you said. He's all to himself. He'll put his earbuds on or his earphones on, listen to music. When it's time for him to wrestle, he takes them off, put his single up, pull his single up, take his pants off. He goes out there and takes care of business.
Yeah.
He's lost one time this year. One time this year. So Brody Ford, in my mind, will be a state champion too. Luke Quake Shelton, heavyweight. I love that kid. I love him. He's the type of kid you wouldn't think he's mean because he don't express it.
Yeah.
He don't express it. But if you get him mad, he's like a big bear.
I know. I love the picture. I think it was Taz shirt. He was on top of this guy, and he's just like got his tongue out and everything.
And that's Luke. That's Quake. That's
Yeah.
Quake. That's what he is. He's a big goofball.
Yeah.
He's a big goofball. He loves goofing around. But I do know he made his 100th win down there
Yeah.
that night too. So congratulations to Quake. His dad coaches Homeacre High School wrestling.
Yeah.
And man, his mother and father are just such great people. I got to really know him when he played football for us at Grundy, and man, they're just that family is so tight knit. Luke, I can't call him Luke. Quake is going to do big things in Salem. He'll be a champion. They're going to be. I look for a lot of champions out of their squad. Grundy wrestling, Kevin, Travis Pfizer, Gabe Pfizer, Raymond Webb, Ethan Owens will have these boys ready to go.
Yeah.
They will have them, that mindset's ready. Brian Looney, have them ready. I talked to Henry Brown. He was on the B team for the wrestling club, and he told me he's going to go up and beat around with Talon and Brody and Quake. Just give them some competition in the room, so get them ready for Salem. So I thank Henry Brown for that. But these guys will be ready. I promise you. They're on a mission, and I think we'll have probably 6 state champions.
Yeah.
This year.
You know, so we'll go ahead. We'll finish up that with the players of the week. Want to congratulate all 6 of them. And I guess my final thought would be, you know, we've discussed these 6 and everything, and their potential of being a state champion. From your perspective and everything, not counting these 6. Who do you think could shock some people this week and maybe also bring a state championship besides those 6 that we've mentioned?
Jacob Smeltzer. He's going to shock some people. Aiden White will shock some people. Aiden White might not win a championship, but he'll be top 4.
Yeah.
I'm going to say Jacob Fields. Jacob Fields worked hard. He'll be top 4 state, and that's all we got to be.
Yeah.
Just place winners. Everybody cannot win. That's probably especially Jacob Smetzler.
Yeah.
He's going to be a state champion. He just had a bad draw here at the region, and that'll put him away from everybody in a different bracket. So it'll help him better.
Work your way all the way to the finals.
Yeah, he'll have 3 matches. If he wins the first 3 matches, that automatically put him in the finals.
Yeah.
So that's what I look forward to. I can't wait, man. This is my cup of tea here, wrestling. I love wrestling, and I can't wait to see after the semifinals.
Yeah.
Because semifinals are the most important matchups of the day because you get more points.
Yeah.
If you pin, you get more points. If you major decision, you get more points. If you just win by 1, it helps.
Yeah.
As long as you don't get pinned or get beat. That's all I have.
Big weeko. Like we said, district tournaments for basketball, region championship and indoor track, and of course, wrestling, state championship.
Yep.
You know, Grundy vying for number 29.
Be there, be square.
Yep. So, guys, that's all we got this week. But we thank you for joining us, and hopefully we'll be here next week celebrating the 29th state championship. See y'all next week.